Greetings and welcome. This is Psychic Medium Roberto, and I truly hope you're doing well today. Trigger warning: the subject matter is of a mature nature and deals with true crime events. All cases are treated as alleged until proven in a court of law, and I'll be looking at the Mica Miller case. The backstory for Mica, and we can get into it now, is she was married to this gentleman who's a pastor. Hold on, we are live, beg your pardon. And on April the 27th, his wife is discovered deceased. Now, the context on the top there, Mica found shot, and I have to say this, so please be aware, found shot in the head, 62.4, beg your pardon, miles. I had the kilometers there before. 62.4 miles away from home in Lumber River State Park in North Carolina. Okay. Discovered, so the event I've got discovered April 27. Now, her hometown on the left is Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Let's just have a look here. So to give you an idea, that is the approximate distance from hometown to where she was discovered. Now, one, it was a miracle that a woman that has recently gone missing is discovered so soon. So it's a miracle. At least that is the case. Now, the reason why I mentioned head, so there's two key words which is important for your context here, right? Is head. So we're looking for a head injury in the numbers. A head injury by gun. So there's your two clues that we can find in the sequence of numbers leading up to the event. And head. And ironically, for both is 6. So I'm just going to put here. So what we're looking for are 6s. Or A6. So let's have a look. I want to just share something, sorry, before we get in. Well, technically we're in. I always ask for permission to do the case. And that is with the person that has passed, right? Because, and that's why I've also chosen not to do channeling per se. Channeling, I am a medium, but not channeling. And because I believe it's not my place to, sorry, do you mind if you just pop in here? I'm doing a YouTube video. But if I do get messages and I feel the presence, then, and in many cases, to be honest, in many cases actually, I'm tested by people that have crossed over, and then there's a certain point in time when there's an agreement made, I can do the case, right? So in this case with Mica, because obviously she's from a very religious background, right? I did everything in preparation as you see it, but when I went to the map is when I got the confirmation as well as a very dreadful feeling. So the message I received as she approached this area, yeah, she said, I felt, oh, okay. Well, I felt she was terrified for her life while approaching that area. As I looked at the map, boom, I felt she was terrified for her life while approaching that area. So that also confirms for me that she did not drive all that way to commit suicide. She was taken there to be murdered or silenced. And that's the second time I've picked that up in spirit. Silenced. She was being silenced for something. Now, I'm just being told. Alright, so then as a preamble, let's look at the date that the couple were married. And I know from one or two articles they were known to each other for a very long time. And in fact, she was very young when they first met. So the day that they actually officially got married is the date we're going to look at. Now, December 31, 2017, we note the 31-4 year. So let's just say the number 4 is about administration, facts, figures. It's the paperwork, if you like. And when you get the 31-4 in, like, let's say a true crime situation, 31-4 is detrimental to the body. But yeah, we got this situation actually similar to the Boston police station. Fabrication of facts. Now, that's just come to me while I was looking at this, right? So the 44-8 is where I was actually going to say it. Because 44-8 is a planned marriage. See, 4 plus the 4. Planned marriage. And as an overview of the rest of the numbers, for me what bugs me is the 43-7. So this is actually the opposite of justice. So actually an injustice has occurred here. Because it's a reduction of the numbers. We go from a 4 to a 3, which becomes the 7, which is how the public viewed them, as a marriage union. But this is the interesting part. How did they get to that marriage union? What were the circumstances leading up to that union? It's the same with your life path number here. That, yes, your life path number is an 8, let's say, for example, in this case. But how did you get there? Or what are the ways to get to your life path number? Okay. So yeah, we have a 43-7 in my opinion is not good. The next number that's problematic for me is this 538. This whole marriage day has got problems. People can get married for whenever they want to get married. That's fine. Absolutely. In this case, we know, unfortunately, that Mica is found deceased. So a negative event has happened. And I'm not even looking at the negative aspects of these numbers. These numbers are negative on their own. Except for the grand master plan. That's a perfect power number, the grand master plan. So the whole union is a debauchery, fake, planned. It's the young girl on your arm scenario. Look, everyone, I am married. So, in my opinion, I did try to look for his details, but I couldn't find it. But anyway, we'll do a general overview game show because we are going to play bingo next. Again, in the 2017, the year that they got married, 2017, we find 10-1. Transactional. Business is business for the group, for the collective. Johnny here must present himself as he has been until something goes wrong, and then it's so much easier to dispose of the person because there's no emotional, heartfelt love numbers here at all. There's no love here. Where's the love? Love would be like a 6. Even a 2, something basic as a 2, not basic, but let's just say 2 is a union, a genuine union. 1 + 1 = 2, or something gives me a 2 union, and what comes with that 2, apart from just the union, there's emotional content as well. 2 is water, emotions. Then I'd say, okay, they were young sweethearts, maybe she got pregnant and they had to get married. Okay, it happens. But this marriage certificate to me, this date of birth, I couldn't even sell it at a pawn shop. All right, sorry for that, ma'am. And just saying to Mica because, man, oh man, oh man. So a pastor's wife must have gone missing for some time. I don't know the full details. But was she reported missing or anything? I don't know. The only thing I know is they discovered her on the 27th. And the next day, April 28th, where we see the 28-10-1, actually, while we're here. 28-10-1 is the conversation to the congregation. My wife has been found deceased. Fill up those coffers. I'm going to need to take some time off. Here's the 28-10-1, where he speaks to his congregation the next day. And it's all bullshit. 32-5. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. Like I say, this new situation where I can record the screen, I'm happy to share my experience as I go, because obviously I've done this enough times to feel comfortable. And we'll go live one day. Or May 11 actually. 32-5. So 32-5 on its own is already a bad number. We saw this with the Karen Reed case. There's been a problem within the group. There's a so you got your collective church people or family group, whoever this is. I know that he's a pastor. I don't know a pastor of what or what denomination or anything, but there's a problem within the community of people. And what we know about the case, here's Mr. Famous 14-5, always on the scene when bullshit is in the air. 14-5, so while he's gabbing to his congregation, 28-10-1, he's actually telling them lies. It's all lies. Strong male energy, 44. Now, if you watch the Karen Reed case, I believe now that case has set me up for this case because we're seeing very similar numbers here. And there's the plan again, 22-4, plan. Like we saw the plan in the marriage, 44-8, the grand master plan, we find in the reflection zone a plan, 22-4, about death. So this pastor, let's all feel sorry for me on Sunday morning. My wife has just been found dead. And what? She committed suicide. Okay. Nonsense. Nonsense. So I'm just going to mark April 29, April 28 as an issue day, and I'll tell you why it's relevant. Apart from his lies, big liar on stage. Lots of male energy going around, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of male energy going around. Who's the boss? Who's the boss? Now, we must realize something here. This date that we have, April 27, is actually only the discovery day. Okay? We need to determine when was she actually killed or murdered. When did it actually happen? Actually, it could have happened here, actually, yeah? And it's a hit, ladies and gentlemen. It's a hit. This is not random. It was a hit. 27-9 is a hit. Oof. There's that 31-4. Nasty number. Nasty number at the crime scene. 31-4. Hello. So once again we have problems here with the truth. Marriage over. Instant divorce. 13-4. This is so disgusting. Anyway, we will speak for those that cannot speak for themselves. And loud may it be. Alright, so now April, so the death day could be early hours of the morning. But that certainly is when the body is discovered. And I'm still gonna hunt to see if it perhaps, if she was murdered earlier than this. Like I say, I don't know the full story, what her movements were or anything. I'm just going to do an investigation and just see what was going on before. So let's see if we can find evidence of what has happened here. So the reason why I'm going to look, let me just tell you this why first. April 27. So reports say shot. Okay, shot in the head. So for me, immediately, I'm not seeing any sixes here. And there's no sixes here. The first time we see any kind of sixes here, this is actually detrimental. I'm not going to look at that now, but I'm just saying It's too far away from the event day here. There should be a 6 year. So if we look April 26, so there's something about a gun that is detrimental, causes biological disruption, of course. So terrible. So something's not adding up here as well, huh? 33.6 tells me this could be it here. It is present in the reflection day. So it is present in the reflection day. But why has it been hidden? So, yeah, that could be a reason, that because it was actually a hit and she was taken to this location and murdered and dumped. I'm not familiar with the details of the actual crime scene. But certainly, if, let's say, for example, that this was a true story, that Mica got upset with her husband, she drove to another state, first of all, for over an hour, and then shoots herself, and hopefully, by some miracle, she is found. Does that sound right to you? And another thing, it is very, 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 very rare that a woman will shoot herself in the head based on methods for women from our past research, TV producer days. So we can confirm that yes, she was murdered, and the murder was a hit. 27/9. Taken against her will. So let's go there. Taken against her will. 21/3, the famous horrible number. Abducted, taken against her will by more than one person. By more than one person, taken against her will because of control issues. 12/3, control issues. You know, the 12/3 in the positive is a very good thing. Design, fashion, lifestyle, makeup, the glam life. But when it becomes nasty, it's all about abuse and control. Abuse of power, actually, as well. Abuse of power. So was he the bigger boss? 40, the big boss is taking control of the woman, 3. And because they have a transactional relationship, a forgery in the universe, she is disposable at a whim. So what happened here? Okay, so let's say that the discovered day at this point could also be the day that she is murdered, right? So let's look at the 3 days leading up to this, because let's understand or try to figure out what happened here. And the day before, we already got a problem. Starting to recognize the usual suspects on the scene. 33, this is a collective woman. And I recall seeing on the actual reflection day, 33, ladies and gentlemen, we have got trafficking women are going around. Now, is this the case in a church perspective? So there we go, 26-8, we've already got the big argument, the big fight. And unfortunately, we are in an 8 here. Not very nice, very violent. And there's that 12-3 again. This is all about control, huh? So 38-11, there's also groups involved here, decisions. Here's another emotional outburst here. 11-2, splitting of the ways, I would imagine in this case, huh? Splitting of the ways. Body decomposition, 31-4. Body functions are deceased. So why were they fighting? You see, here's a problematic day. Eh? April 24. April 24 is a problem for me. And this is the first time I'm looking at it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm experiencing it as you are. April 24 is a problem. Sorry, my OCD has kicked in. Thank you. Has to be orange. So let's have a look at April 24. 24-6, we've got a family situation happening. But there's an argument. A lot of stuff is happening behind, all these hidden numbers is happening behind doors. Hiding behind doors or happening behind doors. 28-10, there's an argument here and it's about either money or the group, the congregation. But something's telling me a congregation, now I don't know how big this guy's church is or how big his congregation is, but to me, like a church group wouldn't be necessarily a 10-1 for me. In my opinion, it might be a bit bigger. But let's see what we get here. So, money and people is what I've just been given. 10-1. So that's what it is about. Money and people. So who are the people and how has this money originated? Money and people. So there's our motive. Money and people. So was she coming clean? Was she going to talk? Was she not abiding by rules anymore? Now that she's been married for almost 7 years, 6 years. Was she going to talk? Let's see. So now the issue is, after 10-1, we have the 36-9, 18-9-9. That's not good, eh? That's not good. There's something's happened here. And so let me be clear. Something's happened here of a treacherous nature. Of a sinister that could involve murder as well. could involve murder, and in fact a very strong possibility. And just 33.6 in play in the reflection zone, murder. And unfortunately, the murder is committed by older, dirty older male. Dirty older males. So I believe he may have, allegedly speaking for entertainment value only, that he was wanting to take another wife. Because here we've got 34/7, which is marriage. But if you recall, there's this 43/7, it's the reverse. So I believe behind closed doors, because it's hidden, he was wanting to get married to someone else. And he had to divorce, 7, also divorce, go in separate ways, separation, divorce Mica. Now, because there might have been other implications like money that he would have to give out or share or whatever the deal is, or the hypocrisy of getting married as a pastor, the only way that can happen is if either she dies of natural causes or dies or by suicide. But is it suicide in the Catholic? Look, I don't know what denomination they are, but anyway, you know what I mean? Anyway, not important now. So, or the 7 year is the unjust death of a human being, which would be Mica in this case, in order to get the marriage, and in order to get the divorce so you can get married. That's the reason. And there's a 33 pool of women that he can choose from here. There's a 33 issue here. There's women being circulated here, or something of that nature. And perhaps Mica was going to have enough of it. So I'm just having a look. So there's definitely arguments going on. 28:10. Discussions of murder. My gosh. Well, in the Bible, there's many murders. So why are we surprised if it happens in contemporary world 2024? Let's just say, as an example, I mean, you know, would it be uncommon that a pastor murders his own wife? 37:10:1, you see, here's the problem for me. There's a collective here. This is not just Mr. Johnny on his own. And it has to deal with women, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen this 33 with the Boston police station case against Karen Reed. Prostitution rings going on there, is it? Oh my goodness. I actually just, now I always ask this question. It's automatic. So yeah, on April 26, we have this 33, it's present in the summary day. And I always ask the question, are children involved? And I believe in this case the answer is yes, unfortunately, and I'll get there now and I'll show you. Here's the children number, 13:4. And perhaps that was what made her ill. She feels like she's getting ill. What made her get ill to her stomach. I'm just looking for other indicators. Here's the 13-4 year as well. Shit. That's not good, people. There's kids involved here as well. 13-4 is children. And in the middle of this chaos is 13-4. She was killed because she knew about this. Circulation, the word I use, may come to mind. I don't want to presume anything here, but based on what other cults have done, they seem to circulate the woman, or the priest or whoever the pastor is gets as many women as he wants. Maybe they've been reading the Quran or something. So, this compounds the issue. Here we go. 44. I did mention this. From a singular perspective, we can say Mr. Johnny is the bigger boss, the husband. But the reason why we have a pool of women, 30, the reason why we have a pool of women is because there's a pool of men. 44. Welcome to Pedo Land, ladies and gentlemen. And here's it here, confirmation again. We got pedo world going on. 14-5, dirty old men. Discovering it as you are. And there's a community of dirty old men. 23-5, dirty old men. 14-5, young, or it's older men, younger women, or younger girls, older men, younger boys. 15-6, a classic in the pedo collection. Dirty old men, the pervert. My God, this is what it's about, ladies and gentlemen. We got pedo city going on here. 29-11-2, all unlawful acts, and there's going to be, based on that 29-11-2, there's more than one death involved here. Mica is not the only one that is dead. My God, pedo city. Pedo city. Come visit our church. Bring your children along. While we have our 4-hour congregation, leave the kids next door. We will take care of them for you. And we'll call it Sunday school. Pedo ring. I may need to take a small break. We have unraveled, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, a classic front of a church with background activities that are deemed illegal, despicable, and heinous in the name of whatever their name of the church is. Is it Church of Satan, by the way? Sounds very close. This case was pinging on me the last few hours. I'm not sure if it was end of last night, probably end of last night as well. I'm recording this currently on the 5th of May, current time 2:46 p.m. 2:46 p.m. Sunday. And I worked on religious channels for like 3 years. Did a lot of content. So here we've got Sunday school activities happening here, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately. And Mica, I believe, was ill of the issue. And she got divorced. From her marriage of convenience. Wow, that's insane. That's insane. So when I put out the dates in the beginning, I thought I might need to look at, we probably could see what was happening before, but to be honest, I was planning to do so, but to be honest, I'm content, well, not content, let me just say that, I'm not GCM. I'm happy that the solution has been found here. And there's children in the middle here. There's children in the middle of this situation. About children. Males. 14-5. Older men, younger girls, older men, younger boys, and it's for women as well. Older women, younger boys, younger girls. The great community. And then here we got Blabbermouth on April the 28th, 28-10-1. Blabber, blabber, blabber to the community. What a liar. 14-5. What a liar. And this 42-6, by the way, thinking of it now in the context of children, because how do they get these children, right? So 42-6 is breaking of the family, ironically. It's the reversal of 24-6. 42-6 is actually the spirit of breaking families. So are they receiving orphans? Do they collect orphans? What's the deal? 22-4 can speak about orphans, actually. Orphanages, the bigger medical situations, orphanages, finding the right couple to take a kid, make a family. Is there an orphanage around these barbarians? Dressed up like lamb. Meanwhile, they pedophiles, motherfuckers. Anyway, let's leave it there. Sorry about the bomb drop. If I cut it out, you won't know I'm saying this, but if you hear me, I thought, what the hell? Don't get me going about children. All right. Unfortunately, Mica, the only way out was not through divorce, unfortunately, due to organizational rules and regulations. And the only way she can get a divorce, and I believe Catherine just said hello, the only way they can get a divorce is by natural or unnatural death. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts are on the case. It's quite horrifying. Please listen to some nice calming music after this. And please leave your comments. I do love engaging with your comments. Stay safe, stay alert, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.